Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome to our CTV High School Football Game of the Week. We're in Morehead City on this Friday football game night. I'm Ken Strayhorn, and as usual, Jimmy Robinson is standing in with me. Jimmy, welcome once again.
Thank you, Kenny.
Tonight, we have what appears to be two teams going in different directions. Of course, we all know about our New Bern Bears. They're playing great football thus far this year. But what about the West Carteret Patriots? Thus far, they're 0-3. They've lost to Farmville Central, East Carteret, and Jacksonville. 18 players are playing on that football team right now. They had to bring 3 up from JV this week. They've lost 2 for the season. 1 player out tonight is their best player. I tell you what, Jimmy, by the looks of things and the statistics thus far, although we all know you can't go by the statistics, look like we might be in for a one-sided affair tonight.
Well, Kenny, that could be the case. Newton definitely has the numbers, but you can only play 11 at a time.
That's exactly right.
Wouldn't count West Carteret out just yet.
So in the week of preparations, I talked to the coach at West Carteret. He said, we're a team in transition right now. We're a team struggling. But I talked to some of the New Bern players as they were out strolling around town today in their jerseys. And they said that they don't have the big head, that they know what they have to do, that they're ready to come out and do it. We'll have to wait and see, because we all remember earlier this week when they played West Craven earlier this season. And they said they were ready to play, but it didn't appear like that.
Well, let's hope that they learned a lot from that game, and I got a feeling that Coach Williams and his staff will probably keep their feet on the ground.
Jimmy, I saw Coach Williams before the game tonight, and he was seemed to be a man concerned. He seemed to be a man on the mission, and he's that kind of young man.
Kenny, all coaches hate to go into games like this when you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
It puts a lot of undue pressure on the coaches, and sometimes it filters over into the players. But let's just wait and see what happens. Maybe it won't rain. Maybe we'll have a good game.
So far, it's hot and humid out here as game time is about to approach. The teams are on the field, as you might can see in the background now, and practicing. It is the New Bern Bears versus the Patriots of West Carteret tonight. We'll have game coming up right after this. It's ready for game time. No doubt an excellent job on the national anthem, Jimmy, done by this very impressive high school marching band.
Kenny, you're exactly right. You won't see many high school bands any better than that one.
You're right about that. The Bears are now standing under the goalpost to the, if I can get my directions straight here, to the west end of the stadium here. We're almost ready for game time. As we wait, let's take a look at some of the starting lineups now. This is for Coach Jim Bennett and his Patriots of West Carteret. On offense, starting at quarterback, is the guy that wears number 1. His name is Scott McBride. At running backs will be Scott Branch, Andre Davis, Will Best, Clay Lassiter wears number 32, and he's one of the receivers. Number 34, Calvin Crooms, Peter Raybank, Jason Peterson, Patrick Moquini, and Gary Howe. On the defense is Andre Davis, Will Best, Chris Cunningham, Edwin Rios, Elma Curtis, Clay Lassiter, Barry Mitchell, Nick Lauren, Patrick Moquini, and Gary Howe. Should be an impressive lineup. On the offense, we miss one guy, and that's the guard, number 65, Mike DeStefano, will be in at the guard position. And here the New Bern Bears come in, and as they have, Jimmy, for the last couple of weeks, the cheerleaders have led the way with those big, bold black and red banners that reads Bears, and the football team comes on. Looking over there now, they look like they're ready for a football game tonight. We'll have to wait and see, and time will tell about that.
You can't ever tell, Kenny, until they blow the whistle.
You're right about that. We talked about it earlier. This West Carteret team, the Patriots, are a team that's in transition right now. They have a new coach, Jim, a coach by the name of Jim Brett, and he's just starting out with this program, but he has an awfully impressive track record.
Yes, he does, Kenny. Talking to Coach Wilson up here, and when he was at West Columbus, I believe he had back-to-back state champions, and I think he also had one in Tarboro.
So we're talking about somebody that knows high school football and knows how to build a football team. But by the looks of things, they're 0-3 on the season here, and he's got his work cut out for them. A team that New Bern bested and did quite impressively, I must say, was Jacksonville. And Jacksonville came and pretty much thumped them. So they got a long ways to go to get there, but it always starts with some disappointing times, and that makes the good times even better when you get there, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's hard to build a football program without numbers, too, and Just have to wait and see what happens. But I've got a feeling that if Coach Brett can get the numbers down here, that he'll give these folks in Morehead City and West Carteret fans something to be proud of.
If they had as many people on the sidelines playing football as they do dressed in a band uniform, they would be awfully impressive. This band must be 100 strong or better.
It's a big high school band and awful good.
It sure is. They played the national anthem, and you just heard it, and you can kind of judge for yourself. It was very, very good performance by them. And got to say, if the football team can do as well, they might come up with an upset here tonight.
Can't ever tell.
I didn't get a chance to talk with Coach Williams about the preparation as far as his team is concerned tonight, but as we talked about in the pregame, he was real observant on his football team as they were down in the west end of this end zone and going through their pregame warm-ups and everything. I went down to talk to him. He was half talking to me and half looking at his guys to see how they went through all their maneuvers and everything. And I thought they were doing a pretty good job at it. They seemed to be really, really working on trying to concentrate and get everything going and make everything work as it should work.
I'm sure he's got some concerns, hoping they won't take West Carteret too lightly and come out flat like they did against West Craven. Although I will have to say that West Craven maybe was a little better team than what West Carteret might be.
Yeah.
We'll find out later on in the season about that, but we'll know shortly.
It looks like Terry Miles and Tony Banks are the young men that are out representing New Bern. New Bern is in their white uniforms tonight, trimmed in red. The Patriots are in their red, white, and blue, but they have on the blue jerseys. West Carteret won the toss, and they elected to receive the football. Ball is placed on the 40-yard line by the official, and he's already given those indications. It won't be long now before we're ready for game time. What kind of, Jim, response are you getting from the people around New Bern about the play of this football team? I say that because you're actually in the community much, much more than I am. Are they excited about this team yet?
Kenny, out about in town during the day, yes, I've heard a lot of folks say New Bern really does have a good team. And the word's getting around that they're not going to sneak up on anybody now.
Yeah. The stands are not that big here that represent the visiting teams, but the stands that are there, they're packed.
Yes, they are. New Bern's brought a good crowd tonight.
Yeah, they have. And the ball is being placed right now down on the tee at the 40-yard line in the dead center of the field. And kicking off for New Bern is number 30, Chad Vernon. Will be taking care of the kicking duties tonight. The whistle has blown. He's back into position, approaching the ball, and we got a football game, end over end. It's taken at the 4-yard line. Out to the 20, to the 25, and he falls at about the 26, and on the return was Andre Davis for West Carteret. Well, we get a chance to watch this West Carteret offense as they line up and get ready to go at it for the first time on this night. Scott McBride, number 1, the quarterback, 5'11", 160 pounds. He's a 10th grader. So a young quarterback in the starting at the helm for West Carteret tonight. Patriots are in a 2-back formation. Wide receivers left and right. They go right up the gut, and there's a lot of room. Down to the 40, out to about the 45-yard line. A huge gain. 20, 22, 23 yards. Good run.
Big hole on a straight dive play there, and good yardage.
Very good yardage. That was carried by Calvin Kroons, 6 foot, 195-pound senior. He's a big boy.
Yes, he is.
The ball is lying directly, the nose of the ball at the 45-yard line now. The second play of the game for West Carteret. Great pickup on their first carry. Scott McBride under center. Takes a quick snap. The old belly play, nothing on it that time. Maybe a loss of 1.
Host of tacklers on that play, Kenny. That's what New Bern needs to do, is swarm to the ball.
Quarterback turned his back to the defense, tried to do a little, tried to hide the ball pretty good is what he tried to do.
That's a trademark of Coach Brett's teams. Maybe tonight we'll see it later on, but they have a reputation for hiding the ball real well, doing a lot of real good faking.
Yes. Did a good job with the ball that time, but he didn't fool many players on the New Bern team. About the same lineup. 2 backs, wide receivers left and right. Turned again. Ooh, is he bent by our friend. Is that Joe Best?
No, I think that's Brian
that is
Edge.
not. It sure is. Number 76, Brian Edge. 6'3", 250. A senior. It's going to be third down now and about 10.5 yards to go for the Patriots of West Carteret.
Kenny Brian Edge has been in the program a good while now, and been a little surprised this year we hadn't seen more activity out of him. Look for him to turn it up the rest of the year.
Boy, he turned it up pretty good that time. He did, as he got his nose in there, came in head first. This is the apparent first passing situation, and there's a blitz, and the quarterback is down. Sack for New Bern, first of the night. He's down at about the 39-yard line.
Like they had a safety blitz that time, and the guy blitzing didn't make the tackle, but it looks like maybe an offensive lineman picked him up and let one of his teammates make the tackle.
Yep. So for the first time tonight, the Patriots will go in that punting situation. They got a lot of players playing in all the time because they only have about 18, 19 players dressed out for the game tonight. So that means a lot of people got to go. Back to receive for New Bern is number 21, J.R. Sowell. There's the punt, end over end. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be a very short punt, maybe at about the 50-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. I don't think the official actually, oh yeah, he did see it. I was going to say I didn't think the official actually saw the ball, but there was an official behind it that I think he saw it. Oh boy, they marked that ball at the 41-yard line. I thought it went out of bounds a long ways before that.
Yeah, it looked like it did, Kenny. It's kind of a hard angle for us up here. Kid punting the ball for West Carteret's New Bern native Chris Cunningham. He played freshman ball at New Bern High School when he was a freshman in New Bern before moving down here with some of these same Bear players.
Oh, okay. So New Bern goes on the offensive for the first time tonight. We got a one-back situation for New Bern tonight, starting out the game. Indication they're going to throw the ball, and they do. Shakif runs back. He's got plenty of room to the 50, and he's out of bounds at about the 35-yard line on the far side.
Good block over there, Kenny, by J.R. Soule.
Shakif Hatcher dropped back, looked around, decided to pull it down, and he went with it, and he's out of bounds on the far side of the football field. A big pickup that time. Let me see, maybe 15, 16 yards on that play. Hatcher brings his Bears back under the line of scrimmage. Two-back situation this time with an H-back, receivers to the left and right. Man in motion, that's Sowell. Ball goes right up the middle, on the fullback play, down to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to 10. It's going to be touchdown, New Bern. Didn't take long for that. Mike Simmons.
Good run by Mike. Kenny got through the middle and ran to the daylight.
Oh boy, 2 plays, touchdown, New Bern. You know, we talked about it earlier. It could be a long night.
Could be.
Could be. And Mike, I talked to Coach earlier before the game got underway, and he said that Mike Simmons was about 85%. Looking at him that time, he still had a little limp as he was coming out of there.
Yeah, he got a little bit of limp in his gait, but let's hope he can get well before we start conference play.
Yeah, I tell you, his giddy-up wasn't all there that time. We're in the extra point formation now. Shakif Hatcher is holding. There's the snap. The kick is up. Looks good. It is. Good. 7-0 New Bern with 8:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field, so we're going to do the same. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. We're ready for the kickoff here, and there it is. The approach is up, and the kick is made, and it's a kick back to about the 7-yard line, where it's taken out to the 20, the 25. There's room around the sideline, and he's down at about the 34-yard line. Good run back that time. West Carteret goes back on the offensive for the second time in this game. Their very first play from scrimmage thus far was their best. We're at 8:42 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's 7-0. New Bern has the advantage. 2 plays, and New Bern drove 45 yards, 45, 55, 60 yards for the touchdown. Quarterback back to throw. He's looking. His first throw of the game. He's got a man out there. He missed it. In his hands and out at about the 40-yard line. That should have been a catch.
Yeah, it should, Kenny. Looks like the West Carteret quarterback's got a good arm. He had that ball right on the money.
He's a sophomore and a young guy, but he looks real poised back there in the back. That was Clay Lassiter, his split end, 6'1", 190-pound sophomore. So a sophomore throwing to a sophomore.
Coach Brent probably likes that. That looks good for the future for West Carteret.
It sure does. And, of course, he's trying hard to build a football program here. This young quarterback brings his team back to the line of scrimmage. Once again, he's got a two-back formation. And, again, he goes up the middle, and, again, there's nothing there.
And it's going to be hard for West Carteret to run on that big defensive line Newbern's got. And by the same token, they can't dig themselves too deep a hole here because the Bears will pin their ears back and just come at them all night.
Well, what do you do in a situation like this, though, if you're the coach? You tried that misdirection. He tried going up the middle. He had a little success at that. Seems like the only option you have is to try to throw the ball or try to do some trick plays or something like that. Anything to try to shake yourself loose.
I try to spread them out is what I try to do and hope let that sophomore quarterback make some good passes.
Yes. Third down and about 8 yards to go for the first down for West Carteret. Quarterback's back to pass. He's looking. He throws. Oh, it's dropped into the hands of the receiver and out, and that was number 8, Scott Branch, 5'9", 134-pound junior. It hit him in the hands, hit him in the head, and hit the floor. That are going to bring up fourth down now and about 8 yards to go for the first. So, once again tonight, West Carteret is in the kicking. I was thinking they were in the kicking position. They're going to go for it on fourth down from where the ball is now. No, they're not. I was just getting ready to say, Jimmy, what do we have here?
That'd be a big gamble this early.
It would have been a huge gamble. There's the snap. It's a high snap, but the kicker got it, and he kicked it, and it's up. It hits at about the 41-yard line, and it goes dead at about the 35-yard line.
Pretty good punt after that high snap by Chris Cunningham.
It sure was a good punt. It was. He got a good roll, a roll in his favor that helped him out a little bit. So New Bern goes back on the offensive here. The last time they had the ball was their first time. It took them 2 plays to go from just about where they are now to all the way down the field and score. So the ball rests at about the 35-yard line, 50, so 65 yards from pay dirt here. 65 yards New Bern has to go in order to get their touchdown. Let's count the plays and see how long it takes them to get there. Hatcher under center, calling his plays, man in motion. That's Mike Simmons from left to right. The pitch out to J.R. Sowell. And he's down for about a 7-yard gain.
Kenny, I like that play. A little quick pitch, a couple of crackback blocks, and with the speed Newbern's got, I really like that play.
Yeah, Sowell picked up some good yardage on that one. It's going to bring up second down and about 4 yards to go, maybe 3.5 for the first down for New Bern. So a lot of room to operate for the Bears tonight. Thus far, they haven't come close to being stopped. There's the play right up the middle for Mike Simmons. Huge hole. He hurdles over a guy down at about the 43-yard line. First down for the Bears.
Good tackle by Clay Lasser there, Kenny. Real good technique, and Mike helped him just jumping up into the air.
Yeah, Mike made it look real extravagant and everything, but really not a big deal for an athlete. He just kind of jumped up on the shoulder pads and softly went to the ground.
That's right.
It looked good for the fans, though, and it got some reaction out of the fans. Timeout on the field. New Bern leads with 6:13 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bears, and we'll be back right after this timeout. Well, New Bern just called timeout, and they're back on the field now and breaking the huddle. When they called timeout, all of the offense went to the sidelines to talk to Coach Williams. Now Shaquille Hatcher has his team back on the line of scrimmage. 2 running backs. Hatcher rolls to the left, looking to throw. Nobody's there. He tucks it in, got lots of room. 40, 35, 30. He's going to score. Is he going to score down the sidelines? Touchdown, New Bern. Wait a minute. He could have stepped out of bounds at around the 10-yard line.
I believe he did, Kenny. A real good decision on Shaquille's part. A lot of running room over there. Once he got past that outside linebacker, he had nothing but green grass.
Let me see, Jimmy. Am I correct now? That was on the first series of downs the New Bern had, it took them 2 plays to go 65 yards or about that. They were at about 65 yards this time. This is their 3rd play. Am I correct?
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's the 4th play coming up in this drive. Thus far, New Bern has not been stopped at all. Shaquille Hatcher and everybody else, Mike Simmons, they've been running the football all over the football field for the most part. Now we got 1st and 10 Bears. The ball on about the 12-yard line for New Bern as they go in once again or looking to go in. Shaquille Hatcher under center for New Bern. Man in motion left to right. It's going to be a pitch to J.R. Sowell. He's got someone out there, hemmed up just a little bit. He bulls his way down to about the 7-yard line. Good run by J.R.
Kenny, I think that's that same play that ran before, that little quick pitch, and he was about one block away from going all the way that time.
Yeah. Travaris Henderson came in motion that time, did a little distracting, and the pitch out came back. And J.R. did a good job of moving the football in just a little closer. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 7 yards to go for the 1st down. I got a feeling New Bern is going to score on this one. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. 5:26 left to go here in the 1st quarter of this game. Twin backs in the backfield for the New Bern Bears. J.R. Sowell going in motion left to right. There's the pitch up. Mike Simmons right up the middle. He's inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line.
Kenny, looks like Coach Williams is mixing plays up real good inside and outside tonight.
Yes, he is, and almost everything is working. At least, though, West Carteret has put up a little resistance this time. They haven't walked right into the end zone this time. West Carteret is putting somebody outside. There's a quarterback sneak right up the middle, touchdown. That was easy. Shaquille Hadjo raises his hands as saying, hey, I got a touchdown. Nobody gave him that much response as far as the crowd is concerned over on the far side of the field. Some New Bern fans gave him a nice, polite round of applause. Great call that time, though. I think he caught the defense really a little bit confused. And Shaquille kind of just took it right up the middle. There's the extra point up, and it's good. And with 4:37 left to go here in the 1st quarter of this football game, it's already 14-0 Bears. We're going to take a timeout. 14-0 New Bern over West Carteret. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. The scoreboard tells the story, 14-0. New Bern has the lead. We're in Morehead City tonight for this contest between New Bern and West Carteret. There's the kickoff after a 14-0 Bears lead. The catch is made. Runner is out to the 20, to the 21, falls forward to about the 23-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. West Carteret at their own 24-yard line.
Kenny, looked at the runner running the ball back on that kickoff. West Carteret maybe getting a little tentative running the ball already.
Yeah. He was wavering there a little bit, running the football and not real excited about sticking it up in there. It appeared, at least. There's the pitch out around the right side, a little room. Ooh, was he nailed. The running back was hit hard that time on the far side. I heard the shock of that one way out here. Looked like
that was number 41, and I don't see him on the New Bern roster. I'm not sure who that is.
I don't either. Good hit that time by him, though. Quarterback under center again. The handoff goes up the middle. Running back pretty much falls up there. That's going to bring up 3rd down now. And about 8 yards to go for West Carteret. Oh boy, West Carteret lets New Bern get control of the football game once again. This is going to be not a long night, but a very long night. Looking for a way to get something done. 3rd down now and about 7 yards to go for the Patriots. They come back to the line of scrimmage under their young sophomore quarterback. He hands off up the middle and gets not much that time. Scott McBride trying to find a way to make it work for his team. And New Bern pretty much shutting down everything the Patriots come up with. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 and another kicking situation. This time, New Bern will probably have their best field position of the game, barring an excellent kick.
Kenny just found out number 41 that's not on New Bern's roster is Jamie Bembry.
Jamie Bembry.
Had that big hit just a few plays ago.
Jamie Bembry. Back into the kick formation goes number 11. That is Chris Cunningham. He's a second-team quarterback. Little rush, but he gets it off. The ball is going to hit at about the 46-yard line. It's going to take a West Carteret bounce. rolling dead at the 34-yard line. And that's where New Bern will have it, 1st and 10 once again. About the same thing as they've had it for the last 2 times that they've taken control of the football, Jimmy.
Another good punt by Chris Cunningham. If he can continue to punt the ball good, that'll certainly help West Carteret.
It sure will. It's given New Bern a long ways to go with the football every time they've had possession thus far. The thing is, when they get possession of the football, they just whack off yardage in chunks. New Bern comes back to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield now. Receivers to the left and the right. Not many passes by the Bears tonight. Shaquille Hatcher hands off again to the running back. Out to about the 44-yard line goes number 34 for the Bears, and that is Travaris Henderson, 6'3", 220-pound senior.
Push up about 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and about 5.
5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5. 1:37 left to go here in the first quarter of this game. 14-0 New Bern leads thus far. Hatcher under center. Quarterback sneak right up the middle, lots of room. He's out to about the 48-yard line where he stopped. Oh my, they're going to mark it at about the 46-yard line. Somebody was not looking at forward progress that time. They missed that by a long ways, but evidently that's where it's going to go, and it's still first down. Well, it's going to be first down for New Bern. The chains are being moved on the far side of the football field. As the chains are being moved, the New Bern offense is coming to the line of scrimmage. These guys aren't wasting any time at all. Timeout is called by the officials, and it's timeout on the officials because they want to take a little time to get the guys straight with the chains over on the far sideline. The New Bern offense is going back into the huddle as a result of that. I guess the chains seem to be, Jimmy, about the only thing that's going to slow down New Bern tonight.
Yeah, the change and the referee blowing the whistles, the only thing that's stopped them thus far.
You know, for the young men at West Carteret, the thing that you have to say to them right now is, fellas, hang in there. You're going to get better. When you have a program that has been down for a while, it takes a little while to bring it back. It takes patience to bring it back. It takes people that are willing to put in the hard work to get it back. And be patient, it'll come back.
Yeah, the thing you want to do is just try to make sure that they know what they should be doing, make sure they're in the right places and don't quit.
And when you get it back, it's even better, the feeling of accomplishment. When you get it back and you get your team rolling again and you're winning again. Also got to remember that this New Bern team is a talented team that they're playing against this year.
And a veteran team also.
Yes, it is. So let's see what the officials are doing to us now here. Finally, they're going to let us play. The New Bern offense at the line of scrimmage once again. Shaquille Hatcher under center. Twin backs in the backfield, wide receivers left and right. Man in motion. The throw goes to the left side. Lots of room over there. He's wide open. This is going to be another touchdown. No, it's not. Caught from behind. Good play. That was number 33 for New Bern on the reception, Terry Miles.
And Andron Davis from West Carteret on a real game touchdown saving tackle.
It was. He made that, it looks like, about the 13-yard line. Nope, it's going to be a little further out than that. About the 23-yard line is where the ball is being spotted. Going to be 1st and 10 New Bern right there, though, knocking on the door once again. 56 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Hatcher under center now. Man in motion again. Mix up in the backfield. It's going to be dropped. Hatcher is for about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
That's about the first thing they've done wrong all night, Kenny.
It sure is, and that was New Bern's fault. They just got little signals mixed up that time.
And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and about...
2nd down and about 15 to go for the first down now. Ball just lying outside the 20-yard line at about the 21, not quite. Running backs in an I formation. Now they go to the split for New Bern. Man in motion. Hatcher goes right up the middle. Not much there. That's going to bring up 3rd down for New Bern.
Maybe a couple of yards on the play, bringing up a 3rd down.
Maybe West Carteret has figured out something up the middle there, Kenny, to stop that inside play of the Bears.
They have. Timeout on the football field as we change quarters. We're going to take a timeout also. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. Well, once again, New Bern is threatening in this game that they lead 14-0 here at the start of the second quarter. The Bears back up to the line of scrimmage. Running backs in an I formation. Shaquille Hatcher Fakes, back to throw. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, New Bern.
Flag on the play, Kenny.
I didn't see that, Jimmy. Sure is. Lying at about the 19-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Holding New Bern. Jimmy, it didn't seem like he had a lot of time enough to hold.
No, didn't seem any reason why anybody needed to hold either.
Yeah, you're right about that. Shaquille made the fake, rolled out to the right, just lofted the ball up there, touchdown.
That was Mickey Johnson on that reception.
Yep. So the officials will mark it off here tonight.
That's one thing as a coach in a game like this, although it's not over yet by a long shot, but when you get off to an early lead like that, the thing you don't want your players to do, even though you are having a good night, is make a lot of penalties.
Yeah, because it's a football team is like a military regiment in the fact that everybody has to know what they're doing, has to do it, has to concentrate on what they're doing and not make mistakes if you're going to be good at it. Hatcher back to pass once again, drop straight back, stepped in the pocket, lofts it up, got a man out there. It would have been an out of bounds anyway had he caught it. Good try, though.
Nice effort on J.R. Soule's part and good coverage by Chris Cunningham.
Yes, he was covered quite nicely. J.R. jumped up for the ball, but just not enough there to get it. I mean, it would have been out of bounds.
J.R. and Chris Cunningham played on my Babe Ruth team when Chris was in New Bern. They played on the same team.
Oh, did they really? So I didn't know you had coached a little ball.
I coached a little baseball in the Babe Ruth League in New Bern after I got out of the public schools.
Oh, okay.
Field goal try here, Ken.
Field goal try, and this is going to be a long one. The ball is going to be spotted at 35-yard line. Make that a 45-yard field goal try. The ball is down. The kick is up. It looks like it could be long enough. It is. It's good. Oh, great field goal.
45-yard field goal, Kenny, and the wind didn't help the ball in either, I don't believe. And Chad has got a real good leg. I believe this is the first game he's played this year. He might have been out for disciplinary reasons, but you see there he does have a good leg.
Well, you know, that brings up another huge aspect for New Bern. When you got a kicker that can kick the ball in high school, let's just say not from 45 yards out, but if you can go in from 25 yards out, that's a big advantage to you.
That's a big plus, especially in those closer games, because I think Lou Holt said that the kicking game wins the close game.
That's exactly right. So when you start talking about playing teams like Kinston and Rocky Mount and Greenville and people like that, it could really, really be a difference.
And tonight may be a good night for New Bern to practice some of that. You can practice field goals all you want in practice, but there's nothing like the game experience of kicking the field goal.
Absolutely. 17-0 is the count now. 11:44 left to go before the halftime, and we're ready to kick off again. There's the kickoff. It's going to be end over end. Taken at about the 9-yard line to the 20. Looks there to the 25 and 24. He's hit and going to be dropped at about the 24-yard line. That's where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots of West Carteret.
And that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 25.
The ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. The nose of the ball is right at the 25. Let's see what the Patriots can do with the football this time, or if they come up with any new wrinkles. Scott McBride brings his team to the line of scrimmage. It looks like there might be a timeout on the field. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we got an official timeout. We're going to wait for just a few seconds before we get going again. It looks like one of the players had to adjust his equipment a little bit. I think maybe a strap on his shoulder pads were undone or something like that. But we got that ready to go now, and the clock has started again. We're ready to play football again. McBride looking around now, has his team to the line of scrimmage. Split backs. It goes to his running back off the right side of the line. He's up to about the 34-yard line. That's not a bad gain, a gain of about 4 yards it looks like. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 6 to go for the first.
Good tackle by Jamie Bembry that time.
Jamie got his nose in there and wrapped him up around about waist high and pulled him down.
Jamie had a real good game against West Craven a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he did. You know, we haven't, where is Joe Best tonight? Number 72.
I don't know where Joe is.
I see him in there. He's in his linebacker spot. Hadn't gotten a chance to get into much tonight. And now I mentioned it, and there he is right there.
Kenny must have heard you if he got a mic in it, if he got an earphone in his helmet.
I guess I do or something. Well, what happened on that? Was there a fumble on the play? There was a fumble
Must
on
have
the
been.
play. And New Bern got the ball back. I didn't even see that. It must have happened with his back to us. But New Bern has the football back with their best field position of the night. The ball at about the 29-yard line going in for the New Bern Bears. Shaquille Hatcher brings his players back to the line of scrimmage once again. There's the pitch out around the right side to J.R. Soule. He's got lots of room up the middle. There's a flag on the play. 10, 5, another flag on the play. Touchdown. Let's wait and see what happens.
I got to figure. I got to think both of those flags may be against the Bears.
They were all over the football field.
It's like Flag Day again.
I guess if there's an Achilles heel with this New Bern team, it has been the fact that they commit too many errors that hurt themselves. And when you start playing in a big game, they'll come back to haunt you. Now, so when we start getting into that tough conference play and you're working in big games, listen to what we're saying now and remember that for those games.
Crackback block against the Bears. Illegal crackback block.
That means it must have been below the waist. You got to keep them high, because if you don't keep them high, you run the risk of injuring someone. So it's going to be first down and a long ways to go, maybe 25 or 30 yards to go for the first. Hatcher throws to Mickey Johnson. Lots of room out there. He's going to pick up, about 15 in that, and another flag. Patriot players clap their hands, so you got to wonder if it's against New Bern again. And it is going to be. Once again against New Bern. What was that, Jim? I didn't see.
I think that was a clip, and a real foolish clip, because from the area that the flag was thrown, it was nowhere near where Mickey Johnson was running the ball.
So let's see where they go here. Now another obvious passing down. It's going to be first down and long yardage again. Penalty looks like it's going to be marked off from the point of the infraction. Oh boy, this drive started at the 19-yard line. Now New Bern is back beyond the 50 to their own 47 and a half.
It's like first and about 33.
Should I say this is a passing situation?
Definitely.
17-0. New Bern leads at 9:34 left to go. Shaquille Hatcher back to pass. He's looking. He's going deep. He's got a man wide open. He makes the reception at the 20 down to about the 16-yard line.
That's Asmar Bennett on that reception. He was wide open. Shaquille did a good job of just throwing it up and letting him run under it. Number 9 for West Carteret, a little bit slow to react to the ball.
First down for New Bern. All that came in one play. So the ball is going to be marked now at the 16-yard line. The point of the ball is right at the 16. Shaquille Hatcher brings his guys to the line of scrimmage. One running back in the backfield. He's dropping straight back to pass. Rolls to the right, passes out to Mike Simmons. Simmons has it down to the 10, hits one guy, bulls over him down to about the 6-yard line.
Nice decision on Shaquille's part there. He probably had an option to run a pass. We've seen him run that play several times, and he drew the defender to him and just kind of flipped it over to Mike, who made a good run.
Yeah, he really does dump the ball off very, very well. 9 minutes left to go before the halftime now, and the point of the ball is resting almost at the 5-yard line. 17-0 Bears. Hatcher looks around. Split backs, makes the snap. The pitch out goes to the left. New Bern was in motion, I think.
I think you're right. Somebody inside in the interior line moved.
Illegal motion. And we're absolutely right. You saw the call by the official. And he picks up that yellow flag once again. Got to see how many of those we have by the time the night is over. We've seen quite a few of those already.
We have, and as I said earlier, I'm sure that Coach Williams' stomach is jittering seeing all those flags. That's one thing you don't want to see in any game, much less a game when you can pretty much have your way.
Yep. First down and goal to go for the New Bern Bears, and they're just outside the 10-yard line. There's the run right up the middle. JR, touchdown.
Looked like an inside trap play there, Kenny, and a big hole.
Yep, and I don't see a flag this time. That takes the count to 23-0 with 8:25 left to go here before the half. Oh boy, we haven't seen anybody go to the exits yet, but you got to wonder how long it's going to be out here tonight. The snap is up. The extra point is good.
That's Lindsey Monroe with that point after touchdown there. Newburn's got two good place kickers.
And that one's about good enough for a 45-yarder again that time, from right about 2.5, 3-yard line. 8:25 left to go here before the half. 24-0. Newbern has the lead. Timeout of the field. We're all ready for the kickoff now. There it is. It's up and a nice kick. That's going to take him all the way back into the end zone where he gets the football and then misses the football. Nobody's there to down it, but the officials go over and pick it up, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for West Carteret at their own 20-yard line.
You get an idea of just what kind of leg Chad Vermer's got on that kickoff there. That
He's got a pretty good leg.
In the end zone in the air.
He's got a college-type leg, I would say.
I think you're right. Not only kicks it long, but he kicks it high.
Yes, he does. When I say he's got a college-type leg, what I mean is that he probably has a strong enough leg that he can kick on the collegiate level, judging from what he's done thus far. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. They go right up the gut. They get nothing. I say nothing, maybe a half yard on that, maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 9. Trying to look and see where the mark is here on the football. It's going to be 2nd and about 9. I wonder, what would you think? How long before we start seeing even more fresh new uniforms out there?
Probably not too long.
Probably not too long. 7:56 left to go before the half. 24-0. Newbern has the lead. West Carteret back to pass. There's the throw by the quarterback. The receiver slipped. Probably would have been a good pass, except for number 11, Chris Cunningham, slipped out there. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9 yards to go for the 1st down for the Patriots. They need to pick up a 1st down here before the half to try to keep Newbern off the scoreboard again. Newbern leading 24-0. There's the snap. Quarterback back to throw. He's going to throw long. He's looking. Got a man out there. Oh, he gave up on the ball. Lost the ball in its flight. That was number 32, Clay Lassiter. Lost the ball in flight. Kind of gave up on it, and the ball kind of wandered and just fell to the turf.
Real good pass by McBride.
It sure was.
Well thrown ball. Looked like if Clay had just held his hands out, the ball was right where it needed to be.
Hit him right in the hands. What you got to do from there is just practice a little more. It's what you have to do. Fourth down now. Kicking situation, obvious. Patriots are back to kick. Oh, they had a guy to jump, and the ball was snapped over the kicker's head, so it's probably a pretty good thing for West Carteret.
That was a good break on West Carteret's part. Newbern most likely would have got a safety.
Most likely would have. So we're going to wait for the officials to mark this one off now, and they will do that in just a few seconds. Is that a star I see up there, Jim?
I hope so.
Over to the west.
I think you're right.
It sure is a star. The wind, the breeze is blowing. Although it's humid, it's not bad out here this evening. We talk about that star that we're seeing up in the sky because we kind of thought we might get a little wet before the game started. But looks like it's going to be a good night for football, and it looks like it's going to hold. West Carteret back to pass again. Excuse me, back to kick again. In that kicking formation, Newbern got a man outside this time. That's Shaquille Hatcher to the far side.
Yeah, Shaquille and somebody, I think it might have been Joe Best, both were offsides that time.
I kind of think they had something going over there, wondering who's going to try to block this one.
A little anxious.
Yeah. They might have had something going between the two of them that time over there saying, you know, I bet you I can get back there before you get back there. Well, let's see if we're going to get this kickoff this time. This is our 3rd attempt at trying to get it off here. Quarterback under center, move back. They shift into the punt formation. Oh, boy, that's a huge snap all the way over everybody's head. Don't step out of bounds back on the backside. He's trying to get out of the end zone. Not going to make it. Safety. Oh, my.
the coaching staff from West Craven was hollering for Chris to go down. Looked like he was going to try to run the ball out of there.
Yeah.
And good for West Carteret that Newbern did tackle him in the end zone, and Newbern had great field position.
Yeah, you're right about that. They sure would have. They give up 2 instead of coming out and having to give up 7. So we're going to be in a free kick situation here after the safety. And here's something that as high school players, sometimes they don't know the exact procedure on because you don't see it that often.
Don't see
in
many
high school
safeties.
football. You don't see many safeties. So you line up just like you line up for a punt on the offensive side, and Newbern will line up just like they're lining up for a kickoff and receive the football is what they'll do. But you don't see this very much in high school. And it's actually, they all line up across the field and it's a free kick is what they call it. So Newbern is ready to go. Receiver standing at about the 23-yard line. Ball is on the 25. And we'll have, well, he's going to elect to kick it off. You can do either one, kickoff or a punt. And he approaches the football and kicks it. Ball is going to be taken at about the 26-yard line. Lots of room, big hole up the middle. Oh, it got even bigger to the 35, down to about the 30-yard line.
That's
And
Duke Midget.
Goes Duke Midget. Nice run by Duke. He had a huge hole right up the middle. So it's 7:21 to go in the game. Newbern has lots of time to get back in the end zone once again. Let's see who comes out onto the football field. If the number 1 O's of the number 1 offense comes on.
Got 1 or 2 new faces in there.
Sure do. Shaquille Hatcher still in at quarterback, leading the way. Running backs at an I formation. There's another flag. Too much time? We'll have to wait and see what it is. Too much time. Newbern. Duke Midget is in at running back, number 22. I'm trying to spot out who the other running back is. 34.
That's Travaris Henderson.
Travaris Henderson. Just talking to Travaris today. There's Duke Midget around the right side. Got some running room. Got lots of running room. He might score. And he does, into the end zone. Touchdown, Newbern.
Good job on Duke's part to reach out across that goal line. He had the presence to know he was about to get tackled.
He sure did that. That's going to raise the tally to 32-0 here in the first half of this football game. 6:40 still to go and before halftime.
Duke Midget did that almost by himself. Kenny had to
He did.
kick off return it in that long run.
He sure did, Jimmy. We were impressed last week with his speed, and he turns it on when he gets to the corner. Duke Midget and Ernest Ballard had some speed last week around the ends. There it is, another long conversion of the extra point. 33-0, Newbern leads. Timeout on the field, we're going to do the same. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV10. 33-0 is the tally thus far. Still 6:40 left to go here in the first half of this contest, and there's the kickoff. It's taken at about the 5-yard line to the 20, to the 25, and falls for it to about the 29-yard line. That's where it's going to be first down, Patriots. And they haven't had a lot of first downs tonight.
I think if I was West Carteret coach, I think I'd try to turn this into a backyard football game. Like we used to play tag in the backyard, and you threw the ball on every play. I think I'd spread it out and just wing it every play.
I think you might be right about that. Got to find any kind of way that you can to get some yardage and maybe some scores on the board. First down and 10. Handoff goes right up the middle. And just like it has been all night, there's nothing there. That carry was made by number 34, Calvin Crooms, but nothing for Calvin.
Going to be a gain of about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8.
One thing, if you're West Carteret, one thing you have to try to look after tonight, and that's not getting into a position where your players get beat so bad that they're devastated, and it kills the rest of your season. You got to try to keep your head up and try to make things happen. Get it 1 or 2 yards at a time. There's a snap. Pitch out around the right side, little running room, and he's got it up around the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about long 4 to go for the first.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd and about the 4.
Got a few new faces out there this time, Kenny, on Newbern's defense.
Trying to get a few work in for some new guys. It's always a good idea because you never know when you might need them, and you get a little experience in for them tonight. 5:06 remaining here before the halftime here in the second quarter of this contest. West Carteret in control of the football. They're in blue, New Bern is in white. There's the handoff right up the middle. Running back is hit. He falls forward for about a yard, maybe 2, but not enough for the first down.
Big hit by somebody with the Bears. Couldn't quite make out what number it was.
But we heard the leather pop up here, and we're way up in the press box. So do you go for it for 4th down and about a yard with 4:36 left to go before the half?
Well, if I was Coach Brett, I think I'd have to go for it this time.
I'm a pretty
Down
aggressive kind of
34-0.
coach myself. Down 33-0, I'd have to go for it also. Let's see what they're going to do. They got their quarterback still in the game. Scott McBride. They're going to go for it. And there's a flag. I didn't see anything that time.
Yeah, number 8 over here on the wide receiver moved.
Oh, okay. The wide receiver move. That's going to make things altogether different now.
Yeah,
That's going to bring up 4th down and about 8 yards to go for the first.
I think I'd have to punt it now.
I think I got to punt it now, too. And coaches made that same decision as he switches around his men and get ready to punt the football. 4:13 left to go here in the second quarter of this game. 33-0. New Bern has the lead already. West Carteret goes back into a punt formation. The punter is number 11, Chris Cunningham. There's the snap. It's a good one this time. The kick is off. End over end is taken at the 35. Not much room out there. A host of Patriot defenders around, and the ball is out to about the 45-yard line. But 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this game. A lot of time for New Bern to get on the scoreboard again.
They've got plenty of time to get another touchdown.
We're on top of the press box here, everyone, and I know you can't see what's going on up here because we're concentrating on the field, but these mosquitoes are bad.
Kenny, they've got a first aid unit over there, and I hope they have some blood in it. We're going to need a transfusion at halftime.
I know. You're right about that. There we are. I guess you might say we're way up here in the crow's nest. Thank you guys for that shot. We appreciate it, I promise you. New Bern has control of the football once again. Shaquille Hatcher comes down the line, and he tried to pitch it out, but he slipped.
Option play there, Kenny. That's one play that I've wondered why New Bern hadn't run more of this year. Tonight might be a good night to work on it. With that speed Shaquille's got, if he gets to the corner where JR is a pitch man and Mike on the inside there, it's got to be a good play for him.
Yep. Shaquille Hatcher goes out of the football game now. In under center for New Bern is a new man. That is number 2, Charlie White. Welcome, Charlie. Charlie goes with the sneak right away, and he picks up about 6 yards. Out over the 50-yard line to the 49.
Tim Bertram, number 74, is in the game, spelling Nicky Daly. Nicky's probably not going to have many games this year when he doesn't play almost every play. He's plays on both sides of the ball, and good experience for Tim to get in there and give him some rest.
Yeah, he's probably happy to get out of the game for just a few seconds. Tim Bertram, 6'6", 260. He's a big one. Handoff off the left side that time, and that was Travaris Henderson. Picked up about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down, 4th down, and about 4 yards to go for the first. New Bern will probably go for it, would you think? Minute 45 to go in the game.
Probably so.
Before half, I should say. Before the half. And they are. New Bern comes to the line of scrimmage. Charlie White under center. Running backs in an I formation. He's going to pitch it out to the right side. There's lots of room out to the right side. First down, Bears, and spins down to about the 37-yard line.
That's Ernest Ballard, and as we talked last week, Ernest has real good speed.
Yeah, he does. He's got very good quickness. I like Ernest to the outsides like that. And if you don't watch him, he'll take it in and score. Minute 15 left to go before the half now. Do you give Charlie a chance to throw the football to see what it's like to throw it in a game situation?
Well, I'd like to see what he can do before tonight's overthrowing, and we need to see what he can do for later in the season.
You're absolutely right. Charlie's under center now. He's going to hand off straight up the middle, and there's lots of room up the middle. It could be another score.
That's Travaris Henderson, but we got a flag on the play.
We do have a flag, and it's way back at the 27-yard line. Travaris Henderson, a good run. He's real disappointed. If you look at him walking back over there, he's disappointed, and I know how he feels. He puts together a good run. He's all excited about it, and he gets up and he sees that yellow thing on the field.
That's his biggest game of the year. I think Travaris plays tailback on the second unit offense, plays wingback with the first unit offense, and he's probably mad that somebody did that clip.
So the ball comes back now as the officials mark it off. Now we'll see where they spot it at. It's going to be spotted at the 41-2-3-yard line, between the 42-43-yard line. It's going to be first down and about 15 yards to go for New Bern for the first. And they had it around the 10-yard line. Here's the handoff. That's Ballard again. He uses his quickness and power and pushes his way down to the 36-yard line. 41 seconds before the half.
Ernest did a good job that time of keeping those legs pumping and picked up 5 or 6 yards on his own.
He sure did, Ernest. Good job. The clock winding down now. This is probably going to be the last play of the first half. 2nd and 9 to go. Maybe we'll get a chance to see if Charlie's going to throw the football now.
Be a good time.
14 seconds. He rolls to the left, and he's going to keep the football, and he's going to go out of bounds, giving himself one more throw at it. That was a quarterback keeper. A simple rollout. Looks like that's the way it was thrown up.
Almost like a naked bootleg.
Almost like a naked bootleg. Sure was. First half is over now as the clock winds down. 33-0. New Bern takes into the halftime. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. Welcome back to the high school football game of the week. We're getting ready to kick it off now for the second half. New Bern comes out to start the second half with a 33-0 lead. And Jimmy, they'll have the football to open the second half of this contest.
Sure will, and I don't know what to tell the folks from West Carteret here, Kenny, but they may lose some football games, but they're not going to lose any halftime performances. They have a dynamic band. I think they had about 175 participants out there total. That band was a thing of beauty, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
It really, really was. You know, with all due respect to our New Bern marching band, that had to be the best one I've seen this year. New Bern fumbled the football. Looks like West Carteret got it. The best thing that has happened to them all night long.
That was an unusual play. Just as Chris Cunningham approached the ball fell off the tee, and it was a flat kick. I think it kind of threw the New Bern receiver off back there, and he had to chase the ball for a while.
Yep. Then he got it, never really got on track and fumbled the football, and West Carteret picked it up at about the 10-yard line. So a good break for them. They come to the line of scrimmage in great field position, the best of the night, bar none. Scott McBride hands the football off to his running back, who kind of timidly got up into the line. Didn't get very much. He got to drop his shoulders and go in there with a big wave. Calvin Crooms. Going to bring a second down now. They give him 2 yards that he picked up. I don't know.
think if we have a hard time running it in, I think if I was coaching West Carteret, I'd tell the quarterback to throw it number 32 in a little fade pattern.
Yep, second down goal to go, and there it is. That fade you talked about, but they got it mixed up.
Looked like he took the wrong route.
Looked like he took the wrong route. Little mix-up between the quarterback and the wide receiver that time, or whomever was out trying to collect it in. And that is number 32, Clay Lassiter, and he is the wide out.
He's working on Mickey Johnson over there. Mickey's a good defensive back, but he's a little shorter. I think I go back with the same play again.
Yep, fade him out again. Drop it right out. Got a lot of room out there for him to maneuver in. See if he can get it. And he goes once again wide to the left. Handoff goes right up the middle. Not much, maybe 3 yards.
On a quick opener down inside the 5-yard line.
Ball is going to be placed at the 6-yard line. It's going to be 4th down now and goal.
It's like we're going to see Chris Cunningham attempt a field goal here, Kenny.
Yep, they're going to try to put something on the board. West Carteret is. Patriots are down 33-0 now with 10:38 left to go here in the third quarter. We're getting set up now for the field goal. It's going to be from about 23 yards out. There's a fumble on it, and he's going to be tackled down at around the 24-yard line. Looks like he tried to pass it, but I think they're going to have in the grasp, and New Bern will take control of the football right there.
So New Bern will take
Bad
over.
snap on the play. That may be the best chance they had to score the whole night.
Probably would have been. Let's see. Nope, they're going to say he threw the pass, it looks like. So they're going to take the ball back. Is that right?
Placed back down on the 5-yard line.
Yep, they're going to put it back on about the 5-yard line, it looks like.
And New Bern will take over first and 10.
Well, this official crew can't quite get it together here.
Must have ruled that an incomplete pass.
He must rule an incomplete pass. He must have. I don't know about that, but we'll play football.
Good break on the part of West Carteret anyway.
Good break for them. Yes, it was. Shaquille Hatcher comes back up. He's into the lineup now. Split backfield for Shaquille. Man in motion. He hands it off to his running back that got some room. Bangs his way, powers his way out to the 15-yard line for almost the first down.
Big hole right over the Newton.
Was that
center.
Travaris?
That's Travaris Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
Big hole right over the center. Looks like West Carteret has their defensive tackle split wide, and Shaquille from up here looks like he can run a quarterback sneak and pick up 7 or 8 yards anytime he wants.
For the ball on about the 16 or 17-yard line.
Ball on the 16-yard line now. It's going to be 1st and 10 for New Bern as they come out of the huddle and set the offense. Split backs for Shaquille Hatcher, wide receivers left and right. Man in motion. Hatcher hands off to his running back, J.R. Soul, who fumbles the football. It's recovered and tackled at around the 15-yard line.
Big break for the Patriots. That's 2 fumbles. Maybe they can stick it in the end zone this time.
Oh, boy. You're up 33-0, but you still need to control those mistakes. We've said it all year long. When you get into the conference and you start playing those very tough teams, you got to control your mistakes. Got a Jeopardy question here for you. Let me see if I can think. Lando Calrissian, Luke Skywalker, R2-D2. Can you come up with it yet? Oh, it's intercepted. A nice interception by Shaquille Hatcher. He's got a lot of room out there. He's at the 40-yard line where he's taken out of bounds. Now, this is in reference to the halftime show that this question comes now.
I think that was a Star Wars
Star
presentation.
Wars, that's exactly right. And that was the Star Wars presentation for the halftime show, which was a great show. We talked about that earlier. I was saying that I was going to say that when we just started the second half, and I forgot it when we started second half, so I said I'll bring it in now.
It was a great performance.
It was. It really
choreography by the flag group and everybody.
Good show at halftime. It's going to be 1st down now. Ball on the 39-yard line for New Bern. Hatcher under center. Man in motion, that's Henderson. The handoff goes to him. He had almost stopped. Pushes his way up into the line for about a 4-yard gain.
Over the 40 to about the 42,
8:56 left to go here in the third quarter. You're looking around there, Jimmy.
Looking for my program.
Looking for your program.
We'll have to go down. There we go.
This New Bern drive started at about and with an interception. That interception came inside the 5-yard line now. New Bern has the ball back again. Second down, about 5 yards to go for the first down. Lots of room up the middle. It's a big breakaway to the 35 to 30 and out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Maybe the 37.
That's JR. Getting on a long gainer inside trap play again.
Make that the 32-yard line. JR went out of bounds at. First down, New Bern.
And it'll be first and 10 for New Bern.
A little quickness by him that time, too. Off the right side and got to the sideline and showed a little speed. Timeout on the field. New Bern takes that timeout as the whole offensive unit goes towards the sidelines. We're going to take a timeout also. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. New Bern breaks the line once again. First and 10. Bears the ball on the 32-yard line. Hatcher under center. He pitches out to Mike Simmons. Not much there for Mike that time. He's thrown for a loss of maybe a yard.
Good tackle by Chris Cunningham, and Mike Simmons was on that baseball team up there in New Bern too, Kenny, so Chris is tackling another one of his old teammates.
I wonder if he said anything to him out there on the football field.
Probably just looked at him kind of strange.
Second down now and about 9 yards to go for the first. There were flags all over the place, and I think that's going to be an offside on the defense. New Bern has had so many yellow flags thrown on them tonight, though. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, it's going to be against the Bears again. Illegal motion, New Bern. That penalty total has to be getting on up there by now for New Bern. Concentration, concentration. Keep your concentration. Hatcher rolls to the right, looking to throw. Mickey Johnson is out there. He's got it. Ball down to about the 4-yard line.
Good catch on Mickey's partner and Kenny, and a great pass on Shaquille's part.
It sure was.
Hit it right on the numbers.
He did. A good tight spiral that time by Shaquille Hatcher. Put it right on the numbers.
Inside the 10-yard
We talked about it before, but Shaquille, his speed when he rolls out, puts a lot of pressure on his quarterbacks and defensive backs.
You know what? We were talking about having the ability to play college ball. He can be a college quarterback, too.
There's a possibility he gets to a small school being a quarterback.
Yep.
First and goal to go.
Here's the play. Hatcher rolling to the left, fakes the pitch out, decided to keep it himself, fumble the football, but it was blown dead. The ball is down at about the 4-yard line. Jimmy, we talked about it before, but we talked about it off microphone. You got to say congratulations, too, to these West Carteret fans. They haven't left the game. You look over the parking lot, nobody's going towards the parking lot. The team is down 33-0. New Bern threatening to score again, and they're still hanging in here. That's a good sign for the future.
They deserve a lot of credit, and my hat's off to them to stay here and support these youngsters.
That's exactly right. They're your kids. Stay here with them, good or bad. It'll all teach them good things in the end, no doubt about that. We got an injured player down on the field for the home team. So with that timeout, let's take one, too. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. New Bern breaks the huddle now. Second down. The ball is on about the 4-yard line. Bears up 33-0. 6:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Shaquille Hatcher takes the ball, goes right up the middle, untouched. Touchdown, New Bern.
And quarterback keep.
Untouched, Kenny. We talked about that big opening there. I'm surprised that West Carteret didn't probably go in the F8 defense at it to try to keep them out. But when he rolls out on the corners, you don't really know what to do.
Yeah, into some kind of goal line defense you would have thought, but they did not. And I guess that call you might have thought came from the sidelines. Shaquille just stepped right up in there and nobody was there. Extra point conversion up and gut. 6:42 left to go in the third quarter. New Bern now up 40-0. Timeout. We're going to do the same. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. There's the whistle by the official, and you see the clock 40-0. New Bern is up in this contest and ready to kick off again. There's the approach. There's the kick. A great end-over-end kick to the 9-yard line where it's received. Oh, one man missed for the Bears, but there's a host of others to follow, and the carrier is down at about the 17-yard line. Good kick coverage by New Bern.
And there's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 20-yard line.
Let's see what we do is see as far as New Bern right now with different uniforms in the game, and we see a splattering of different uniforms, but for the most part, the defense is intact. Joe Best goes off now. Probably one of the best defenders for the Bears.
On a handoff.
Want to say hello to C.J. Daniels again, too. C.J., we hope things are going well for you. We understand they are. I talked to some of the guys today, and they were saying that C.J. is up and about, and things seem to be going pretty good for him. We hope they are. Of course, he was injured in the West Craven game, broke his leg in that contest and had to get it operated on, had to get some screws put in his legs, and things are going well. The best run of the game thus far for the Patriots of West Carteret. The ball is out to the 40-yard line, and where's that young man been all night?
I don't know. Maybe he was in the band, put his suit on at halftime.
But I tell you what, that was a good, strong run by him.
Good, strong tackle by Telly Miles.
Yeah, it was. But he stuck his nose in there with the football, carried the football real well. First down, ball to the 38-yard line for West Carteret. Tried that inside again, nothing there.
Calvin Cruz gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's given maybe a couple of yards on the play. It's going to be second.
The young man Cruz has been running the football and turning his back to the line of scrimmage most of the night instead of sticking his shoulders up there. But this young man, number 9, ran an impressive, that's Andre Davis. I think I got to get a football to Andre again and see what he's got.
I'm with you.
He ran the football well that time into the line. And there it goes to Crooms again, up the middle. Once again, he turns his shoulders to the side and doesn't get his shoulders dipped and even and doesn't get much. Going to bring up third down and about 6 yards to go for the Patriots of West Carteret.
Got a lot of new faces in that interior defensive line for the Bears, but it looks like they're doing a good job.
Yeah, they are doing a good job so far. Time to give some guys a little experience. Scott McBride got the ball, looking to pass, throws. It's intercepted by Mickey Johnson. He might have some room down the sidelines. No. And there's flags again, 2 of them to say the least.
Good job by Mickey on that interception.
Yes, it
was.
was.
As we talked before, but he jumped up and caught that ball real well. He extended himself real well.
Let's see what the infraction is here. Clipping, Bears. Oh my, the total continues to rise. So the officials will mark this one off once again, and then New Bern will take control of the football. It will be first and a whole lot.
Mr. Jim Dargan from Havelock refereeing tonight. He's been at it a long time. Back in my coaching career, he gave me 45 yards of penalties in succession on one play. came to
What
the side.
did you do?
Well, I thought he missed a call and kind of went overboard. And he had 2 flags and finally threw his hat for the 3rd play. He came over there and said, have you had enough? I said, I think so.
That really happened?
It really happened.
I've never known an official to throw all his flags and then throw his hat. New Bern in control of the football. 1st and 10 now. And the ball goes up the middle for a gain of about 4, maybe 5. It's going to be spotted at the 45-yard line for New Bern, the nose of the ball, sitting right at the 45.
Ernest Ballard in now. He's surprised, quick as he is, if he can get to the corner, if we don't see him get a touchdown for tonight. So
Ernest Ballard, number 43. Ernest in at the tailback spot. They're in the I formation now. Oh, mix up. The ball is loose. New Bern gets it.
There's a fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play. Little mix up in the assignment in the backfield for the Bears. And they put the ball on the ground as a result. 3:01 left to go here in the 3rd quarter of this football game. 40-0. New Bern has the lead.
right, New Bern has the entire 2nd offensive unit in.
Yep. 2nd offensive unit is into the game, as Jimmy said, for the Bears. Charlie White under center. Bears out, pitch out to Ballard. He's fast. He's got some room. 1st down and more. He's down, looks like, at about the 21, maybe the 23-yard line.
Pitch out and right in. Gets to about the 30-yard line. That's enough for the 1st down.
Nope, that's going to be at the 20, where they're going to spot it at? The 27-yard line, maybe?
It's going to be
29.
29-yard line. 1st down at the 29-yard line. When he's on the far sideline, it's a little hard to see where he steps out of bounds at. His forward motion took him way down to about the 15-yard line. Oh, New Bern jumped again. That time, the quarterback, I think, forgot to kick Mr. White. Mr. Ballard also jumped. So we go back. 1st and 10. 15 yards to go for the 1st down.
Charlie White in at quarterback and his center, Joey Holt, and Charlie a little anxious to get the ball that time.
Yep. So evidently they're going to use the same play. They didn't stay in the huddle very long. They went back and said, okay, guys, let's go back and do it right this time. It's going to be 1st down and 15 to go. White hands off to his fullback. Got lots of room up the middle. He slashes right up the middle, down inside the 20-yard line to about the 19.
That's Mike Doles. We hadn't seen much of him this year, Kenny. Looks
No,
like
we
he's
sure
got
haven't.
good speed, too.
Yep.
Down to about the 20, or maybe 22-yard line.
Where is that bell at that keeps ringing? I'm looking for it and I can never find it.
18-yard line, I'll get it.
Oh, there it is. It's close to us. It's right down in front of the press box. Okay. 1st down, 10 yards to go for New Bern. Ball at the 19-yard line. Charlie White under center. Long count. He gets the ball, hands off to Bell. Oh, what a slashing move right up the middle. And he's down to about the 2, maybe 3-yard line. Nice move.
That's Ernest Ballard, and he's real quick. Big hole on the right side of the New Bern offensive line. Let's try to pick up
in
where
there
that
in a
tackle
hurry.
is.
Yeah, oh my, Jimmy. He got in there in a hurry. I like the way he runs.
New Bern has a whole stable of good running backs, it appears, Kenny.
Yeah, they do. Minute 52 now left to go in the 3rd quarter. Do we have timeout on the field? We do. Let's take one also. How about that? You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. All right, New Bern comes back to the line of scrimmage now. 1:52 left to go in the 3rd period. Get everybody off the field, all the water boys and everything off the field, and we do have that. And the official starts the clock. There's the quarterback sneak again, but this time does it get in? No indications from the official, so probably not.
He's real close. He must be on about the half-yard line.
Had to be just inches away, no doubt about that.
Gain of about a yard on the play.
That quarterback sneak has worked real well down on goal line situations tonight, but not that time. The nose of the ball is just outside the goal line. 2nd down, goal to go for the Bears. Quarterback sneak again. Touchdown, New Bern.
Charlie White on, I think that's his first touchdown
Of the
his
year.
varsity career.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're right. And the count goes to 46-0. New Bern.
Left in the third period.
1:13 to go in the third. Once again, we'll try for that extra point conversion. It's been pretty successful thus far tonight. Kick is down, it's up. Is it good? It is good. 47-0. New Bern leads this game. We continue with one full quarter left to go, plus a little bit. We'll be back. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. Well, on the scoreboard, the numbers speak for themselves, and you can see them and read them. 47-0. New Bern has the lead in this game. Fans are hanging in there now. We can see some beginning to drift towards the exits here. The ball is taken at the 9-yard line, out across the 30 to about the 33, 34-yard line for the Patriots. West Carteret goes back on the offensive in this contest. They've had two very good opportunities to score here in the second half and haven't put any points on the board yet. Once they got the ball on the 5-yard line, once inside the 20 to about the 15, but still haven't put any points on the board. Quarterback pitches to the left. Lots of running room there. He's got running out to the 50-yard line to about the 48. We talked about Mr. Davis. He can run the football. I think I'll put the ball in his hands a little more often.
Yeah, I think I'll let him touch it a lot in his fourth quarter.
Yeah, I would too. Mr. Davis left, Mr. Davis right, I would think. He's doing a good job of running the football. He runs the football with authority.
39 seconds left in the third period. First and 10 Patriots.
Patriots come back to the line of scrimmage. First and 10 at the 50-yard line now. See if he can eat up some clock. Davis on the carry again. Pushes his way out for about a 4-yard gain.
Gain of about a couple of yards. It's going to be second.
Brandon Speaks on
Andre
that
Davis is 6'1", 190 pounds according to the
big boy.
playbook, but he's not quite that big, I don't think.
Got good speed.
He does have good speed. We're at the end of the third quarter now, and New Bern has a 47-0 lead on the Patriots of West Carteret. We'll be back after this brief timeout. We start the fourth and final quarter here in this contest, and West Carteret has the football. They go to their running back again. He picks up about 6 yards, I would say. It's going to bring up third down now and about 3.
So Andre Davis again.
Andre Davis.
Run that little toss sweep to the right side and having a lot of success with it.
I tell you what, if I found nothing else, I found out that Andre's going to carry the football for next week. And I think I'm going to say, Andre, here it is. Go with it. They're going Andre left, Andre right with the football right now. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage and thrown for a loss.
Not much blocking on that play, Ken.
Not much blocking for him there, not at all.
Good tackle by Asmar Bennett.
Yep. That's going to bring up fourth down now, and I guess you got to go for it. 47-0, you're behind. No reason not to. The ball is on the 45-yard line. A little conversation as far as the coaching. You can see the New Bern defense there as they talk to the coaches from the sidelines using some hand signals. I was always happy I never had to learn those hand signals. They look complicated. There's the pitch out again. Came off the quick one. And he didn't get enough for it. And
just a little short.
Yep, a little short. Tried to catch the New Bern defense off guard that time with a little quick play. Anything to try to make it work at this point in the game.
And the Bears take over first and 10.
New Bern will come in and take over the football, first and 10. The ball is lying at the 41-yard line, right on the 41-yard line marker.
Good opportunity, the second week in a row for Coach Williams to get a look at a lot of these second-team players.
That's exactly right. And they got a lot of work tonight, the second team has had. Here they go again on offense. Well, that play was a little jumbled up there. Not much room for anybody to do anything on that one. About a half-yard loss on that play. It's going to bring up second down and about 10.5 to go for the first. Might bring up a passing down for this offensive unit of New Bern. Charlie White checks back with his running backs, make sure they're all on the same page. Takes the snap, pitches left to Ballard. Got some running room, steps up in the hole, and he's got the first down a little more. Oh boy, when he makes up his mind to go, he goes. I like that.
When he turns upfield, he is awfully explosive.
He turns upfield, he doesn't play. He's churning out yardage. New Bern comes back once again. The ball is resting at the 47-yard line now. Charlie White under center. He hands off again to his running back Ballard, and again he finds some room for about 6-7 yards that time. Looked like he had nothing, Jim. Looked like he was going to be hemmed up.
Yeah, Ernest does what all good running backs does. He keeps those legs moving.
He sure does. And picked up very good yardage. Now Ernest goes out of the football game. New Bern still on the march here. Second down for the Bears, about 5 yards to go for the first. We had somebody jump off sides. Is it going to be against New Bern again, Jim?
I think it's going to be against New Bern. Looked like Tim Berkner might have moved a little quickly.
Illegal procedure Bears. Again, we've had our share of those calls tonight.
Good learning experience for the second team, though.
It sure is. It sure is. Good teaching tool for the coaches. You got them on film. You can go back and tell them what they're doing wrong and how to improve on their game. That looked like that was a little mishap, too. I think he wanted to hand the ball off, but nobody was there.
A little busted play. Charlie's telling somebody right now, where were you? You should have taken the ball.
Mm-hmm. Third down now and about 8 yards to go for the first down for New Bern. The Bears break the huddle, come to the line. Charlie White in the center. Running backs in an I formation. They're going with the end around. Lots of room there. There was nobody there. And he fell. Oh, my.
That was Corey Bennett, and Corey got tripped up a little bit maybe. If he hadn't, he'd had a real good gainer.
He sure did. He might have been running now had he not gotten tripped up.
Looks like the Bears may have to punt for the first time.
4th and 11, and we have 7 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in this game, and New Bern is back to punt for the first time in this game. Other than that, they've been pretty much marching up and down the football field tonight. 47-0 Bears. There's the snap. There's the kick. It is blocked. Blocked. He picked it up. He's going in for the touchdown, and he's driven down at the 4-yard line. 1st and 10, West Carteret.
Somebody missed an assignment on that.
Yep. Came through and got a good block on the football.
Good opportunity for the Patriots to punch it in here. What is it, on about the 2-yard line?
Yep. They're on about the 4-yard line. Well, no, they're not. They're on about the 4-yard line. Well, let's see what West Carteret can do with the football now. They're in close range. There's the handoff. He's stopped, hit, and dropped right about the same spot of the ball at the line of scrimmage.
New Bern's defense, it may be a lot of first-team defensive players.
First-team
there. Maybe
defense
they
is
want
in
a
now.
Shutout. Be a good time to fake a double lead and let that quarterback put it on his hip, and I think he can walk to the end zone.
Yep. Let's see if the coaching staff thinks like you think, Jim. No gain on that first play. It's going to bring up second down and goal to go. Running backs in a split formation. There's the pitch off. Might be a touchdown. It is touchdown. Out around the outside, nobody was there.
And even when you have a one-sided game like this, it's always good to get that score. You can take that back next week and tell the kids, fellas, you're getting quit. There's a lot of credit to you.
Yeah, you're right about that.
By the same token, on New Bern's part, the coaching staff of New Bern can go back and say, you fellas lay down and let a shutout get away.
Yeah, that's true, too. It's amazing, though, how coaches can work anything to their favor, you know? Extra point attempt. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's good. So with 6:08 left to go in the game, the Patriots of West Carteret gets on the scoreboard for the very first time. 47-7, New Bern leads. Timeout on the field, we're going to do the same. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. There's the kickoff, and it's taken and brought up.
Ernest Ballard on the return.
Oh my, Jim. Sorry I didn't say anything. I just had a mosquito that hit me in the jaw, and like I've been hit by Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson or something. Oh my God. So while you were talking, I was swatting that mosquito. New Bern has the football now. 1st and 10. The ball is at the 22-yard line.
Surprised they don't sell insect repellent at the concession stand down here.
Oh my. Second team still in for New Bern. And there's a fumble on the play. New Bern recovered the ball.
Well, they fumble on the play. It looks like maybe New Bern has recovered some fumble. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second down and about 11 to go for the Bears now. 5:09 as the clock continues to wind down. There's room up the middle now, and a pickup looks like of about 5-yard line. The kids are having a good time in the stands tonight, though, regardless of the score of the game.
This West Carteret Marching Patriot band over here, these kids are full of a lot of enthusiasm, and I think they've got to go way out to the western part of the state to march to perform.
Third down now for New Bern, and about 7 yards to go for the first down. The running back breaks free and gets the first down out to about the 40-yard line for the Bears.
That's Duke Midget again.
They're keeping it on the ground and just working with the clock here, New Bern is.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 New Bern.
And the officials are trying to help out a little bit, I think. They are real fast on the clock down to wind it down and get it going again. There's the snap. The handoff goes right up the middle. There's room up the middle. He breaks away to the 40, to the 35, 30, down to the 25-yard line and out of bounds for Mr. Ballard.
Mr. Ernest Ballard.
I like the way Ernest runs the football. Boy, he gets in there and he moves.
Touchdown saving tackle on behalf of Clay Laster there. I thought Ernest could outrun him, but he turned on the afterburners and caught him.
You know, last week he got on the sidelines and we thought he was going to get caught, and he didn't.
That's right.
There's going to be timeout on the field. Looks like it's going to be on the Patriots of West Carteret. They're going to take a brief timeout as the coach goes on the field to talk to them. New Bern leads 47-7 in this contest. 3:40 left to go, and the second team offense is threatening. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, here we go once again. First down, 10 yards to go for the New Bern Bears. And New Bern is trying to get into the end zone once again. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. There's a handoff right up the middle. There's a lot of running room up the middle made by the running back down to about the 15-yard line.
That's Duke Midget once again, and Kenny Coach Williams has got to feel real fortunate to have Duke Midget as a junior and Ernest Ballard as a junior. Things look good for New Bern running back again next year.
It sure does. It sure does. That gives you an excellent group to build from, no doubt about that. They're running the football with authority here tonight. Second down and about 2, maybe 3 yards to go for the first. One of the offensive linemen got a little hasty that time, so New Bern will draw another penalty. That's going to make it second down and about 8 to go for the first.
So it's going to bring up a second and about 8.
3:04 left to go in this contest. See if New Bern's going to be able to get in the end zone again. There's a handoff to Ballard. Nothing there. That time, he's stopped by a host of Patriot defenders.
Straight up the middle, stopped in there by the entire center line of the Patriots.
2:47-46 as the clock winds down. 47-7. New Bern has the lead right now.
No gain on the play. Third and
The second unit is kind of hurrying it up a little bit. I think they want to score again.
They want to get one more score.
Yeah, they do. There's the snap. There's the handoff. There's the little room. Not much, but a little. But as Ernest has done all game, he makes a lot out of a little bit.
Yes, he does. Doesn't take much for Ernest, and he'll find something.
He was very close to the first down, Ernest is. He's got the first down. That was an 8-yard pickup. Looked like he had nothing off there. That's the difference between getting your shoulders going upfield. Get your shoulders going upfield, and when you get hit, you fall forward, pick up an extra couple of yards, and before you know it, you got 7 or 8. 2 minutes left to go in the contest. The ball goes to Ernest around the right side. He's trapped behind the line of scrimmage, hauled down at the 15. Minute 49 as the clock winds down. Maybe, 3-4 more plays in the game?
Probably so.
And that's going to bring up a second and about
I think I pitched out to Ernest on a little quick pitch around that far side of the wide side of the field.
Yep. Wide under center now. Fumble on the play. And looks like New Bern got it back. The ball squirted all across the place that time. I don't think Charlie ever had the football, though, to be honest with you. I think he lost it from the center spot is what he did.
Scott Branch for West Carteret that time was trying to pick that fumble up, and he could see nothing but green grass in front of him.
He would have had something big to talk about in the morning had he gotten it. Charlie White under center again. Got his running back set in I formation. The handoff goes to Ballard. He's got some room, it looks like, in there. He bounces to the outside. Will he get in the end zone? Oh, boy, he's tough. He's probably down to about the 1-yard line.
I think they're giving him a touchdown.
He's in there, isn't he? They gave him a touchdown. He got into the end zone. What a run by that young man.
He runs with a lot of determination.
He sure does that, run with a lot of determination. Ernest got into the end zone to the far corner. Looks like he's a little shaken up there. He wanted to go out of the game, but he's still in there now. I think he's just winded is what it is. New Bern comes in for the extra point now. There's the snap, there's the place, there's the kick, and it's good. New Bern leads now 54-7 with 33 ticks of the clock remaining in this game. Timeout on the field, so we'll take one. You're watching the high school football game of the week here on CTV 10. There's the whole story of this game. 33 seconds left to go in the contest, 54-7, as New Bern kicks off once again, and it's an onside kick. An onside kick, and it had to go 10 yards. Did it go 10 yards?
And
I think it did. And
It
Newbern's got the
did
ball.
go 10 yards, and New Bern has the football back, so the Bears will bring the offense back on the football field. 28 seconds to go, and New Bern's offense is back on the field, leading 54-7.
with 20 seconds left in the ballgame. Time has been called.
Time has been called in this contest, and let's see what's going to happen here. The West Carteret coach is going onto the football field now. See what he's going to tell his defensive unit here. The coach is just standing out now, and he's talking to his young men. We're going to stay with it here and see what happens. Football field now. And the New Bern team is going to kneel down, and we're at 17-16, and I think that's going to be the final play of the game as the clock continues to wind. So, Jimmy, we talked about it earlier before the game got underway, and we anticipated at that time that it might be pretty much a track meet, and I guess our anticipations were correct.
Yeah, Kenny, just a lopsided game from beginning to end.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They just couldn't control the New Bern strength is what happened in this game, and the Bears marched up and down the football field pretty much at will. West Carteret had some time that they could score, but they did not. Now, we can't see the coach from the Patriots, but he's not going to go across the field and shake hands. He's going to the locker room. As our camera pans down, you can see Coach walking across the football field now. He's going into the locker rooms, and the New Bern coaching staff on the other side was kind of looking around to say, well, where are they? And you can see the New Bern coaching staff. They're in the bold red, white, and black striped shirts, and no handshakes here. So I guess you got to say the feelings run deep in this one.
Yeah, kind of rub a little salt in the wound there at the end, but Kenny, I've been on the losing end sometimes when I thought somebody ran a score up on me, and it's not a good feeling, and I'm sure Coach Williams hadn't forgot that game last year.
Yeah, sometimes you don't forget. We're going to close out, but not before we come back. We'll be back. You're watching the high school football game of the week on CTV 10. 4-7, the Bears come away with the win. Jimmy, it was easy for New Bern tonight.
Yeah, Kenny, this game was over real early, and we kind of thought it would be coming into it. A real lopsided victory for the Bears. West Carteret's having their problems, you know. They're rebuilding, and they'll be back one day. But what can you say? Only thing I can say is, as lopsided as it was, New Bern got a chance to play everybody tonight. It could have been a lot worse than it was.
They're off next week, the Bears are, and so we're going to take our CTV high school football game of the week on the road once again. We'll be at North Lenoir, where West Craven will take on North Lenoir over in Lenoir County. So we'll have highlights of that game coming up next week, and all the football fans out there from Craven County can watch that one here on CTV 10. Jimmy, will you be with me next week?
I think I'll be there, Kenny. Looking
All
forward
right.
to seeing West Craven play again. I was really impressed with them when they played New Bern. I think they were outmanned, not nearly as bad as West Carteret was tonight, but they've got a good football team. I look for them to do real well in their conference. And I don't know how the game's turning out tonight, but they were playing Washington tonight and could very well be playing for the Coastal Championship over in Washington tonight.
Yeah, Coach Jordan always has his teams to improve as the year goes on.
You're exactly right. They seem to start out slow and get stronger towards the end of the year.
All right, so we'll see you next week. This one is over with, and the final, once again, 54-7. New Bern comes up with another win in this high school football season. We'll see you next week here on the High School Game of the Week on CTV 10.